Previously, 1 week ago, 7 or 8 days ago, on the CryptoFace channel. So, we got some farm longs. We got the farm on the long-term long. Let's see here. On June 12th, the call was in the next 15 days. We will be at 10 to 12K. Now I know everyone now, there's going to be some trolls saying, oh, now we know it's long. This was 8 or 9 days ago. Check what everybody else was saying. But what we are going to do today in this video is give you a couple reasons why the next stop is 10,500. Now, I recently just came across something here that is going to make many of the pattern people, your mainstream head and shoulder type of person, happy. Patterns are relevant in Bitcoin, but they're just a little different, right? Normally, people look at head and shoulders, and in crypto, they're half right, half wrong. What I feel I have discovered in Bitcoin specifically is when there is a head and shoulder, whether it's inverse or normal, it doesn't matter if it is an inverse head and shoulder or a normal head and shoulder. What matters most is the baseline of the head and shoulder. So if we have a regular head and shoulder, but the baseline is leaning down, most likely we're actually going to break down. If we have a normal head and shoulder and the baseline is leaning upwards, we are most likely to go upwards. Here, on the larger time frame, right now we're on the 3 hour, we have a red panty head and shoulder, and folks, it is a beautiful red panty because we actually have a strong upward baseline trend. Now, typically your bookworm TA by the book options trader measures the bottom of the head to the neckline, and then they extend it to the top. Well, if we take the bottom of the head to the neckline, and let's say we place it right here where the breakout is, that puts us at 10,600. Or let's say if we move it in the middle, that brings us to 10,300. Or if we move it down here, that brings us to $9,858. That's for your pattern folks, your head and shoulder pennant person looking at pennants and flags. If you want to trade patterns in Bitcoin, my opinion, what I feel I have discovered, which is fact, is Bitcoin again chooses a pattern or 2 or 3 or 4 and repeats them in its cycle. Currently, we have Chinese trumpets, we have Russian spritzers, we have a couple of them. Now, as we're looking at the data, let's look at some data. We are on the daily. We are thick in the money flow. Our momentum algorithm has dipped below, and it is just coming back up. Well, history shows that when we dip below, when we come back up, we launch. And look how thick these waves have been. These have been thick waves. So in my opinion, we just started launching. I don't believe that we're just going to crash right down and have a thin blue wave. It is possible. It is possible. But I do not believe that it is probable. I believe what's probable is we have, a same equivalent type of sized wave, which means we got a good little while of this upward movement, which means that our prediction of 10, 11, 12, 13K, whatever you want to call it, is coming to fruition. For those of you that have been with us on the live streams, for those of you that have Market Cypher and Whale Crew, we have been absolutely having a fantastic time. There are a few people coming out now saying that, well, it could crash, and they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right at any time. Yes, we can break down, have a parabolic crash, and get Chinesed. But, and you know what? Today, I got a message from someone asking me, their friend asked them if they should buy Bitcoin at 9,700. And I was like, here's the first sign. The FOMO is just getting started. Just getting started. And as soon as the FOMO comes in, there is time. It doesn't just, hey, it comes on real quick and then it's over. There is time. It's going to go up. How long it's going to go up, I do not know. I do not know. Looking at the weekly, I'm going to tell you something else too. Here's a Chinese trumpet. This is what a Chinese trumpet is. Clear drawing tools. Chinese trumpet. This is actually a this is a Chinese trumpet with a little bit of Mongol wood because it has a little bend right here. But Chinese trumpets come up and then they pinch off and then come out. In fact, and actually, if I do recall, we called this Chinese trumpet videos ago on one of these candles. I said I believe we're gonna form a Chinese trumpet. We're gonna squeeze it. A Chinese trumpet has thick candles and then it pinches into like 2 doji-like candles, 1 to 2.5 doji-like candles. And then it goes green, and these Chinese trumpets have been bullish as a bull can be. Now, you might say, well, the blue wave algorithm here is going from white, cutting into the blue. And that is correct. Well, doesn't that mean it's time to go down? Not necessarily, because again, I do not believe this is just going to be a thin little blue wave after the previous blue waves are thick. I believe this is just the beginning. Now, you know what else is funny? Here's another secret. Everyone bars themselves. They go from the daily to the weekly. And they go, oh, what's going to happen next? Well, all you have to do to see what is leading the weekly, add the 3-day. And how you, or the 4-day, or the 5-day, or the 2-day. And how you do that is you click this little down arrow. And you go down here, you see it says 1 minute, so you can change this to 4. Click this, days, add. Heck, I'll click a little star so it's up here. Look at that, the 4 days up here. What's the 4-day telling us? Oh, look at that. The money flow, increasing. When the money flow transactions are increasing, there is more life and there is growth. Bitcoin cannot help itself. Look at our nice momentum algo. Boop. Beautiful long would have been right in here. Beautiful. As we zoom in, the momentum looks like the white is picking up. We have kind of a Mongolian Chinese trumpet here. It's just getting started. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it since I told everybody. Some people, of course, I know we're getting lost. Some people have asked, does Market Cypher work on shitcoins? Was Market Cypher able to call the hyperbolic Zcash pump before it happened? The answer is yes. We are on the 2-hour. Look at this. We have a nice good wave right here. Boom. We have a smaller one. We enter. When the white cuts into the blue, your entry would have been this candle right here, or one of these. We had confirmation with another green dot on cipher A green dot right here. See ya! I was watching an interesting stream, and normally you guys don't hear me talk about other YouTubers because most of them suck. But I was watching the interview with Ivan on Tech and another YouTube trader who's, I believe, more popular than I am at the current state. And his name is Crypto Crown, I think, or Crown. Eric Crown or John Crown, Derek Crown. Cool dude. Looks like a cool dude. A lot of fundamental experience. Anyways, you know what he was saying? He was saying, the news, he was asked, Ivan on Tech said, how does news, does it matter? Does technical analysis matter when news can come in and spike something? When news comes out and it affects the price. He goes, you know what? Now I'm paraphrasing, but he said most of the time, the news comes out afterwards. It tries to justify why something happened. I was like, yeah, he's totally right. And he is totally right. So that Zcash article, I bet you if you look and date and time it, the Zcash articles, it started pumping. People knew what was coming. I guarantee it started pumping before the articles came out. So news might not be as reliable in many cases. Sometimes it is, absolutely. Sometimes not. For example, last year, the Winklevoss ETF rejection, that was a case when news affected the market. And I felt that one very bad. Trust me. So market ciphers kicking ass. Everyone is absolutely happy. The profit logs from our trade group are absolutely kicking ass. Absolutely kicking ass. You can go see for yourself. You can see for yourself. Once again, we actually had to reschedule the interview with Crow. We're going to do it on Sunday for now. You never know. But we're going to do it on Sunday. Fridays, it's in the Friday night. People want to party, want to kind of have our fun, do our thing. So that's cool. Sunday's good because I think everyone's chilling at home. We're all going to have a good time, crack open a drink, and we're going to talk about Market Cipher and talk about changing lives and how to do it, how to use Market Cipher. Everyone is happy. We have almost 300 members. Every single person, if a 70-year-old old man who's never traded before to an Indian who's never traded before, Hanash-Atul, I see you, bro. I see you. Hanash-Atul, here he is. Here's Hanash-Atul. Hanash-Atul's right here. Now I'm going to tell you a little story about Hanash-Atul. Yesterday, I decided that I'm going to be closing temporarily Whale Crew, our trade group entries, new entries to our trade group. Why? Because we are getting a lot of people that are brand spanking new, and they take more energy, and I just feel that we have to nurture what we have a little bit. So the Whale Crew starting tomorrow is going to be closed to new entries. I wanted to give people like one more day just in case, but temporarily, could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be a month, I don't know. Market Cipher, however, here's Atul. Let me tell you about Atul. Now Atul wanted to be in the Whale Crew. I said no. He pounded me 4 or 5 times. Said, I want a Whale Crew. I want a Whale Crew. I want you to teach me. I said no. I said you can do it with Market Cipher. So finally, he had no choice. I said, he sent me the Bitcoin even too. He sent me the Bitcoin. He says, I already paid you. I said, I'm going to give you Market Cipher instead. And look, the man has never traded before in his life. Yet his first trade with Market Cipher goes up 39%. He watched the 3 videos He watched the introducing, watched the winning every trade, watched the definition of all the indicators. First trade, man knocks it out. Bada bing, bada boom. Congratulations, Hatul. So when you are in, a position, we started entering 91, 92, 9300. You don't have to go full blown on the first entry. You enter in. It's like deep sea fishing. In fact, my brother said this. You put the bait. You got line. You bait your hook. And you catch, and you just snag a tuna. Well, you're not gonna blow your wad on the tuna. You gotta dance. You have to romance the stone. And as the tuna wears out a little bit, tires himself, then you pull him in. Then you give him some slack. Then you pull him in. So as Bitcoin pulls away, right, and then it gets tired, it pulls back. Then you sprinkle a little more. It pulls away. It looks good. It comes back. Then you sprinkle a little more. It pulls away. It gets tired. It drops down. You pull them in a little more. That is how you manage a successful trade. Identify your environment. We are in a parabolic uptrend. Why even try to short unless the signs are there? Unless the signs are there. Why make it harder on yourself? Just had a consultation. I hopped on a consultation my brother was doing, and he was talking about he's been shorting and he's having a hard time. Like, man, what are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? And then at the end, he got the point. He's going to be okay. But common sense, identify your environment. Even if you have to write it down on a piece of paper and put it above your monitor, say, hey, don't be stupid, okay? Make it easy for you. Right now, we said this is the easiest year to trade in Bitcoin ever. Easiest year. Look on the hourly. With market cipher B, we have a nice blue wave. Look, and you could have longed right here. So we have a smaller one right here. You could have entered long in this candle. Plus we have a green dot backing you up on the hourly. That's a good sign. So let's say you even entered at the very top, right? Let's say within this hour of a candle, you enter at the very top. Okay. Boom. This is the money shot right here. This way, boom, white cuts in, enter in right here. This candle, and let's be conservative. Let's say you enter in at the very top at 9,100. Well, golly gee, jolly B. Golly gee, jolly B. All y'all oxen free to my people. Scroll down for information. 10,300, 10,500. Next stop. So I'll see you guys on the other side, and I'll see you on the streams.